and welcome back to the most amazing channel on the internet. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and today we're getting the intergalactic kind of spooky as we talk about the top 10 scariest secret messages sent by aliens. Aliens, 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 aliens. Before we get into this video, I want to ask you guys if you believe in aliens. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Also, while you're down there, why don't you leave a thumbs up on this video and share it with a friend who needs to know the truth is out there. I'm joking, personally I'm not too convinced that we've ever received a message from aliens yet, but you know, maybe this list will change my mind. Also, before we get into the list, why don't you let me know your opinions on aliens once again in the comments section down below. I will read out comments in the future. Also, do check out the links to our most amazing Instagrams in the description box. Also, we do have a brand new channel called Top 10 Beyond the Screen. I think you guys will love it if you love movies, if you love Netflix, go and check it out. Alright aliens, what we got? Coming in at number 10 we have WOW. The WOW signal of 1977. Over 40 years ago, the Big Ear Radio Telescope of Ohio State University detected something very strange indeed. An intense radio signal coming from the constellation of Sagittarius, which is about 5,000 light years away, was kicking off. The surprising sound lasted for 72 seconds and then was never heard of again. This is what it sounded like. Astronomer Jerry R. Eman noted the anomaly and simply wrote "wow" in his notes, which is how it came to be known as the WOW signal. Wow. Many scientists agree that it sounded like it could be of extraterrestrial origin. To this day, it remains one of the most convincing pieces of evidence for having experienced alien contact. Now, if aliens were trying to contact us though, it's likely that they would be long dead by now, as the area of space that the signal was coming from actually probably would have taken thousands of years to reach us. Coming in at number 9, we have the SILPHO secret. In February 2018, a box containing alien hieroglyphics were found, and they were very similar to those found on the wreckage of the UFO that crashed in Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. The box was part of a recovered wreckage from an unidentified flying object that crashed in SILPHO Moor in Scarborough. The box was part of recovered wreckage from an unidentified flying object that crashed in SILPHO Moor in Scarborough, England. The remains had been housed at London's Science Museum since 1963, 5 years after the crash, which happened around the same time that Sputnik was launched. In 2018, a box containing fragments from the crash was rediscovered, and when a piece of the base was cut open, out came a book made of copper sheets, and they were found to contain strange symbols. A local cafe owner, Philip Longbottom, to me that sounds like a bit of a fake name, but sure, he said that he had translated the symbols and that they were a message from an alien called Ulo. Ulo was warning the human race to improve or disappear. Wah wah wah. Coming in at number 8 we have the Phoenix Lights. Were aliens trying to send a message with a light show? Some people certainly think so. It seems that in March 1997, over 20 years ago, a lot of people from Arizona and Nevada in the United States, as well as thousands of people from Mexico, reported seeing large spherical lights of different colors in the sky. Many say they saw red, orange, yellow and white lights flying around with no explanation. People believed that they were coming from triangular unidentified flying objects. Now, I know what you're thinking, this sounds like a hoax, with people jumping on the bandwagon, but aside from there being thousands of reports, it seems that actually many credible sources came forward to say that they themselves had seen the lights. This included the Arizona governor at the time, Fife Symington. On record, he said it was bigger than anything that he has ever seen, and it remains a great mystery. Interestingly, some people reported an amnesia-like state following their exposure to the lights. Some say the flyby light show was a way in which aliens were trying to communicate with them. Coming in at number 7 we have the Roar. It has been 13 years since space roared right at us. Blimey. So the story goes that in 2006, while the rest of us were listening to British indie and watching the World Cup and mourning the death of Steve Irwin, a group of California astronomers heard something very, very loud. Like, seriously, really, really, really loud. The Californian team were attempting to detect the very first stars in the universe, but instead of recording ancient cosmic light, they heard an almighty radio wave roar. In fact, this roar was 6 times greater than the combined emission of all known radio sources ever made, so, well, that's some space lion. While this wasn't the sound of the Big Bang, it was the sound of something mysterious from the early beginnings of the universe. Was it a message from our creators? We don't know. Next up we have the impossible fossil, the COSO artifact. The COSO or COSO artifact was a piece of 500,000-year-old geode discovered by Mike Micasell in Death Valley, California in 1961. Strangely enough, inside the geode, instead of a hollow cavity, there was a piece of porcelain and a magnetic shaft of metal. The outer layer of the geode was allegedly encrusted with fossil shells and fossil fragments dating back 500,000 years. This led to shock from the geological world. This kind of fossil was impossible, there shouldn't be anything close to man-made in the geode, and this led to a lot of people believing that the artifact was evidence of an ancient civilization or a secret message left on Earth by aliens waiting to be discovered. In the end though, it seems that actually the item encased was a spark plug, which many saw as evidence of time travel, although most credible geologists now think the plug ended up in a rock via concretion, although I still think this is really weird. Coming in at number 5 we have the Wiltshire Wonder. In August 2017, video footage emerged of a crop circle forming under a ball of light in a Wiltshire field. Wiltshire is in the west of England, and that has been home to many crop circle mysteries. A lot of people believe crop circles to be signs made by aliens. I mean, has anyone seen the 2002 movie Signs? Basically what was happening in Wiltshire was like a real scene out of the movie. Have a look at this footage shot over a crop circle.
Can you see those? If those are UFOs. Oh man.
I have to admit that that is really weird. Here's a closer look inside of the crop circle.
It's another center part.
And here is the circle from above. Are the lights an elaborate part of the hoax, or are these real alien signals? Coming into number 4 we have the SETI signal. In 2016 it was widely speculated that SETI may have heard from an alien civilization. Russian astronomers detected a signal from a star just 94 light years away from Earth, a star a lot like our own. Neighbours? Friends? Signals from star HD 164595 were picked up, and people were really excited as the signal came from within our own galaxy, the Milky Way. It's now speculated though that the signal had come from a Russian satellite. Buzzkill. Had the signal come from another sun, it could have indicated a Type 2 civilization. We're a Type 1 civilization, we've found the way to use technology to harness the power of the sun, but a Type 2 civilization is like directly using the sun, which is pretty exciting. Coming in at number 3 we have the ancient travelers of Salamanca. The Cathedral of Salamanca was built between 1513 and 1733 in Spain, so long before humans had set their sights on space travel. So why then does the cathedral contain what is clearly an image of an astronaut in a space jacket? He's wearing a helmet and space boots and everything. Many people think that this is evidence that an alien society existed before ours. In actuality, it isn't a secret message at all. The cathedral was restored in the 1990s, and the stone carving of the astronaut was a later addition, perhaps a joke from an architect. It does continue to vex passers-by though. Coming into number 2 we have the fast radio bursts. For the past few years, scientists have been picking up strange signals from a distant galaxy as part of Breakthrough Listen. The Breakthrough Listen project set out to scan space for alien life or messages, and well, they may have done just that. The bursts were first detected in 2015, and since then they have been heard around 24 times. The very short bursts sound a bit like ambulance sirens. A researcher at Breakthrough Listen, Danny Price, said, "There are lots of theories out there." He continued by saying, "There are some theories that they are from extraterrestrials." What? Other theories are that they actually could be the sounds of a big deep space event, like the sound of a star exploding, or perhaps the sound of a black hole, something along those lines. Right now Breakthrough Listen are trying to figure out what they may mean and pinpoint where exactly they're coming from. Coming into number 1 we have Oumuamua. A Mau was first spotted from Hawaii in October 2018 and has since been heavily observed since. It's an interstellar alien comet that entered our solar system from a solar system beyond our very own, which is the first time that we have actually ever observed something truly alien close to home. The name it was given, Oumuamua, means messenger from afar. Some people think that the unusually shaped comet is actually an alien spaceship. They believe it's coming to deliver a secret message, or perhaps just checking out our hood. The reason people think it is a spaceship is because of its weird shape. It appears to be almost 10 times as long as it is wide. Rough calculations suggest it measures 100 feet by 100 feet by 600 feet, and that it spins on its axis every 7.5 hours. Now we could only observe it as it flew by, but really we have no idea what it is. Okay, so that was the top 10 scariest messages sent by aliens. Which did you think was the scariest? Now this is where I would usually read out your comments, but instead I wanted to read this sentence from Stephen Hawking to close out our video. He said, "If aliens visit us, the outcome would be much as when Columbus landed in America, which didn't turn out well for the Native Americans. We only have to look at ourselves and see how intelligent life might develop into something we wouldn't want to meet." Great words from Stephen there, great words to live by. So guys, if you like this video, please once again do leave a thumbs up and share it with a friend. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!